and scroll over your name, there should be a raise hand button that you'll see, or I'll just unmute you. Erica, you're getting an echo on your mic, maybe because you are on your phone and your computer. So if you're on, I just unmuted 210-850. Is that Erica?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
So you can hear me?
Yes, this is Erica Gray.
This is Erica Gray from Richmond, Virginia, with the Sierra Club.
All right. Yeah, if you want to give public comment, go for it.
Yes, I do, actually. I want to mention that, obviously this group is interested in the SMRs and promotion and moving forward. But, of course, I think that we've really got to look at our aging fleet that of our Dominion's already moved forward on relicensing take them up to 80 years. There was an article in Bloomberg that the title was American Aging Nuclear Fleet Unprepared for Climate Change. Came out on August the 23rd. Basically, there was a review that was conducted between the commission and the owners of 60 plants and made terrifying discoveries. According to their own risk assessments, 54 of their 60 facilities weren't designed to handle flood risks that they now face. Also, in the world of climate change and extreme water stress, with intense heat and drought, water resources can become either too warm or too scarce, forcing shutdown. I think that really this industry needs to really concentrate on how they're going to address some of these issues. Right now, luckily, I guess Marco kind of fizzled out, but Louisiana is going to get hit with the next hurricane that's coming down the pipe. And the other day on the NRC report, event report, River Bend, which is currently still sitting at 0%, went into hot shutdown because of a manual scram. These plants sitting on the coast and whatnot, they're going to be facing a lot more problems with these increased storms and whatnot. So pretty terrifying, actually. And this past week, Turkey Point alone, also had 3 events. One started with a lightning strike, then it went on to another due to some steam generator problem and water level control. And it's still sitting in hot standby, I think, today. Or no, I take that back. They've gotten up to 55% power. We've got several nuclear power plants that are actually operating below 100%. And then we've got Duane Arnold, Grand Gulf, River Bend, Vogel 2, all at 0% power. Some have been sitting at 0% power for some time, I guess. I don't know exactly what's going on there. So, essentially, and then there was another story that came out, which is really interesting, but South Florida News on July 28th basically stated that the nuclear power plant there, Turkey Point, that 3 employees, I think, have been fired because they falsified safety work there at Turkey Point. And then here we are sitting there with 3 reports this week. These things are not uncommon. I watch the reports daily, and there's constant fitness for duty, either for alcohol or drug use, and there are this seems to be on a regular basis, plants going into hot standby or hot shutdown with issues going on. So, industry would like to promote new SMRs or micro, mini, this, that, and the other. But, we really need to concentrate on keeping these plants that y'all decided to want to keep running way past their lifespan. They're going to become more and more dangerous to continue to run there, especially at the water's edge. And as it goes for SMRs, there again, they're going to be very expensive. And even if you want to try to do assembly line and all this stuff, they will still create forever toxic, dangerous nuclear waste that we have no solution for. And they will ultimately end up being, at least to some degree, a terrorist threat. I think really, all in all, this industry needs to come up with better canisters to hold this nuclear waste until we figure out a way what's going to happen with it. Any idea of dumping it and putting it underground and just covering up is just ridiculous, because our future generations are going to have to worry about contamination for their water supply and everything else. So we're creating waste that the next 3,000 generations will have to deal with, and it's really unconscionable. So focus on safety. I really think that these plants here in Virginia sitting on the fault line are dangerous. And then we've got Surrey down there, which they already have a lot of flooding. So y'all need to focus on safety and just stop playing around with just trying to think about exporting more nukes around the world. I mean, really, just, enrich the fuel a little bit more for bombs. I just don't understand why we keep at this pace. I mean, we need to move forward with renewables and energy efficiency. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other comments from the public? Okay. Hearing none, then I think that concludes the meeting. I really appreciate everyone joining us today virtually. It's good to see you, everyone, through our computers at least. And watch out for the doodle poll from Brandy, and we will speak again at the end of September. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.